Good morning, dolls, and welcome to Little Gretchen's workshop. So it's time for me to really lean in and start getting things prepared for the babies because the doll ladies have been expecting their little bundles of joy long enough. So today I'm making some fabric things. I call it a whole lot of nothing because I'm using a lot of small scraps of fabric and folding it up, gluing it together, because some of it I wanted to appear to be folded linen. And others I'm going to use as little add-ins for bundles and packages that I'm preparing for the new babies. And you can't have new babies without clean towels, so I'm going to have to make those as well. Now, dolls, I'm not doing anything extreme here. I'm just folding little pieces of fabric that I like in really small prints. Now, when it comes to linen and towels for your dollhouse dolls and your babies, you can choose whatever colors or prints that make you feel happy. Now, my dollhouse is set in the early 1900s prior to 1910, so I'm kind of going for more of a Victorian vibe, but sometimes I veer off depending on what I find that amuses me the most. And when I looked up things for little children's babies and infants in the early 1900s, a lot of the things I found weren't very amusing, and most of it was pretty drab and unattractive. So again, I won't be following history in that regard either. So I will be using a lot of soft, gentle pastels, tiny vintage prints, creams, and white. So I've been talking a lot, so let me share with you what I'm doing. So this is a small piece of cotton, and I want you to see that I'm doing a really thin, shallow hem all the way around the square or rectangular piece of fabric. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect or exact because you can straighten it out as you fold it if you didn't cut the fabric really straight. And keep in mind, all these pieces are going to be folded down and glued, so you'll never unfold them. Now, I'm really working in a lot of random pieces of fabric. I have a lot of scraps here on my table. I really like the idea of my linen being a little hodgepodgey because this is an old rooming house, and although the people are preparing for the new babies, a lot of the items are handmade or handcrafted by people in the community, and people used remnants and scraps to create the things that they needed, even as gifts. Now you can see here in this frame, I'm just folding the little scraps of fabric into little envelopes. And although they're in similar sizes, the fabric prints are a little bit different. Now you can see in this next frame that I've been on a roll, and some may think that this is one of those times I start creating things and got carried away. But that's not the case because I have several projects coming up that I'm going to need small pieces of folded fabric for. So I figured I'd do as many as I could while I was in the fabric mood. And speaking of being in the fabric mood, I figured while I was in the mood already of working with fabric, I should go ahead and make some towels while I was making linen. Now, to make towels for my doll houses in 12 scale, I like to use baby washcloths. Now, these are baby washcloths that I got at the dollar store, and at the dollar store you get maybe about 5 or 6 in a pack. But I really like it because they're soft and the fabric is very lightweight. The loop is very small and fine, and I think it looks really good for 12 scale. Now I'm always cautious and careful with certain colors because certain tones or colors look more modern. And my dollhouse setting is pretty old world, so these soft muted colors I think will work well for my bathrooms. And again, I'm making sets for several different houses, so I'm going to do a lot of different little things to make each one distinctively different. Now, when I cut my little towels, I don't do any hemming, but I do kind of turn it in so it'll look as though it's folded because I'm preparing these to be folded so that I can put them on towel racks. Now, dolls, in real life, my bath towels are 52 by 28. And if anyone wants to do the conversion on that in 12 scale, please help yourself. Because absolute 12 scale accuracy is not my goal here. Because the main thing I want is for them to fit neatly on the towel racks. And although my dolls are very clean and hygienic, they will not be using these towels. Now you can see here in this frame in relationship to my fingers how much it's folded. And now that I've determined that the size is good, I've added a little bit of my Beacon's quick grab glue. Okay, dolls, I apologize. It's the Beacon's 3-in-1, but I honestly think it's all the same thing. But you can see here in this frame, I'm just using a little dab to hold my folds in place. And I fold it in both sides toward each other. Now, I like to complete all my towels and then do the trimming and perfecting after everything is completely dry. And you can continue on with this process and make as many towels as you like. And you dolls can clearly see in this frame that I'm on my way to multiple bundles. Now, dolls, we're getting to the fun part. And when I say the fun part, I always love when it's time to embellish. So I made lots of the towels in different colored baby washcloths, and these just happen to be striped. But I wanted to make them look a little bit richer and a little bit more regal, and I thought this gold tone trim would look really, really nice. Now, this lovely trim was received as a gift in a bundle of trims that I received in a gift unboxing last week, and I will leave a link in the description so you can see when I got some of these lovely trims. Now, I want you dolls to pay close attention because I'm not doing any sewing. All of this is being glued on. Now, I really prefer the Beacons 3-in-1 or quick grab when I'm doing the folds for the towels because of the terry cloth, but my actual trims I'm gluing on with tacky glue. Now, note when I add my trims, I do go all the way around to the back, the part that won't be showing, but I just think it looks a lot neater rather than just doing a strip across the front. And I really think that little gold trim really elevates that gray and white stripe to just make it look a little bit richer and more regal rather than modern. And I have to really say that this was quite an enjoyable project. It was really simple, but very, very satisfying because in a very short amount of time, I had a whole complete set done, and then I was able to move on to the next color. Now for this soft teal color, I found a brown and gold piece of trim. It didn't have any loops on it, but I thought it looked really interesting. And I thought the gold and the brown really complemented the teal, especially because the gold had a slightly metallic cast. And you see that I followed the exact same technique to complete these as well. So dolls, while I'm sharing with you how I made these towels, I was trying to think about all the doll families that I need to prepare linen for. So I need linen for Aunt Bess and Aunt Janie's house. And I also need more towels and things for Sadie and Marguerite because they'll be moving soon. And then Pop and Miss Betty are getting married soon, so they're going to need towels and linen. And then we're going to need fresh, clean linen and towels for the doll baby births. And although doll births aren't really messy, you just need clean towels. So everything is kind of jumbled together, but I have several sets of towels here and the linen. But with everything all scattered about, you really can't tell how lovely the collections are. So let me tidy things up. And I'm really amused by how these towels turned out and how much fun I'm having sorting them. And I realized I had another set of towels I hadn't added trim to. So let me go ahead and finish these. Now that I'm satisfied with everything I created with the towels and the linen, I just want to take a moment and focus on the babies. Now look at this teeny trim that I just received as a gift. Look how tiny it is compared to the trim that I have. Now this blanket that's in the frame is just a piece of fabric that was printed like a quilt, and I just added some trim to it, and I thought it would make a lovely blanket. Now I also got as a gift this lovely piece of toile, and I cut out some of the images from the print that have nursery rhyme images on it, and I'm going to add trim to that as well. So the fabric had multiple images on it, so I tried to zero in on the images that I recognized and cut them out in a way that they look most attractive to me. So with all the choices of trims, I'm having a hard time choosing, so let me move on to something else. Now earlier in the video I had organized the bath towels, but I didn't organize all the linen I had created. So I'm just taking a moment to put things in its categories or organize them based on their size and shape. And it seemed like the more I organized things, the cuter things look. And I'm really glad I went ahead and made more than I need because it's going to make things a lot easier when I begin to work on the other projects. Now here are all my lovely bath towels, all stacked, locked, and loaded. I think they look really, really nice with all the soft pastel colors. And you can see here I ended up making some green ones, some pink ones, some light blue ones, and quite naturally white ones for the baby births. Now again, speaking of the babies, I just wanted to show you the trim that I added to the toile blanket. So here are both the simple blankets that I made today for the new babies. So let me show you all the creations for the day. So this little bundle is all the blankets, towels, and small pieces of fabric that I've created for my upcoming projects. So let me set that aside. Now all these lovely linens and blankets I received as gifts for the babies. And I think they're so lovely because they're perfect for the babies doing tummy time or to put across the babies in their cradles. I've been saving all these things for quite some time, and I've forgotten how cute and really lovely they all are. And I will leave links in the description so you can see when I received these lovely gifts. All of these items were handmade for me, and they are just such a blessing. And I'm so excited for them. And again, I tucked them away to save them for the babies, and some of them I almost forgot what they look like until now. So it's really nice pulling out all my lovely treasures that I've received. Now, this is one of the ones that I made, so I'm going to set that aside. But dolls, look at all these precious handmade pieces for the babies. I can hardly believe these items were gifted to me for the babies of the rooming house, and they're all different and they're all so special. I just can't even imagine crocheting something this teeny. Now, this came with the baby blankets, but it's actually a shawl, so I'm going to save it for one of my new doll characters I'm going to make. And this is a lovely hand crocheted tablecloth that I've been saving, so let me fold it up. It was in another one of the gifts, so I need to put them with the project that they're assigned to. But let me show you this baby. Now, this is a precious baby that was made by my precious doll, Terry V. And I will leave a link in the description so you can see the video when I received her. And Terry is such an amazing artist. She made this doll from polymer clay just for me. Having a baby like this in my dollhouse when I was a little girl would have been a dream. Now, this little baby is from the Heidi Ott collection, but the funny part is the little bonnet that's on this doll was made by the same artist that created the previous baby. Now, this little baby I got at the Ann Arbor Miniature Show. It was a bonus when I purchased the stroller. I'd go buy a stroller right now if I could get a free baby included. Now, this is another lovely little baby. I actually got it as part of a family bundle. I didn't like the clothes she came in, so I redressed her. I think she looks lovely now. Now, this little baby, I call her my little Ginger Spice. But I honestly don't know or remember where I got her from, but I'm surely glad she's mine. Now, this little guy is one of my large babies. I think he's so cute. I made him suspenders. I think they're kind of thick. I may replace him with something thinner, but I made him the long pants. I just think he looks like a little old grandpa baby. So let me tuck him away till I fix his suspenders. Now, this lovely little baby was given to me by my precious doll, Carol K. Now, this doll needs to be wigged and dressed, but I thought it was such a precious doll. Now, this is a little baby I call Curly. She's always in the arms of Aunt Evelyn because she's Uncle Barley and Aunt Charlotte's current baby. But I think I'm going to redress her, give her a new look, and allow Aunt Charlotte to give birth to her again. Now I have a very special baby surprise I want to share with you. I was going to save her and share her at another time, but I just want you to see this little sweetie pie right here. Look at this, dolls. If she isn't the sweetest little thing, look at her face. Oh, she is the cutest little thing. I just can't get her over her dolls. I found her online. She needs clothes, but she's just so cute. And she's kind of like a big baby as well. And when I say big baby or large baby, I mean 2.5, maybe 3 years old. So I will be dressing her and the Carol K baby soon and tucking them away with the rest of the babies and saving them until the appropriate time for them to be introduced into the doll stories. Now, dolls, I know I kind of went off topic today from linen to towels, then babies. I hope you dolls didn't mind because in my mind it seemed like one thought just led to the other. But if you enjoyed this video today, I sure would like to know what you think in the comments. And if you want to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe. And always look for me on Mondays after 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And make sure you set your notification bell because sometime I will upload videos on Wednesdays after 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if I have a haul or an unboxing. I'm so excited about all the new videos I've got upcoming for you dolls soon, and I really appreciate each and every one of you meeting me here every week to see what I'm doing. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all next time right here on Little Gretchen's Workshop. Bye-bye now, dolls.